Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rupert Pupkin. I was born in Clifton, New Jersey, which was not at the time a federal offense. Is there anyone here from Clifton? Oh, good, we can all relax now. Now, I'd like to begin by saying that my parents were too poor to afford me a childhood. But the fact is that no one is allowed to be too poor in Clifton. Once you fall below a certain level, they exile you to Passaic. Now, my parents did put the first 2 down payments on my childhood, don't get me wrong. But they did also return me to the hospital as defective. But like everyone else, I grew up in large part thanks to my mother. If she were only here today, I'd say, "Hey, Mom, what are you doing here? You've been dead for 9 years." But you should have seen my mother. She was wonderful. Blonde, beautiful, intelligent, alcoholic. We used to drink milk together after school. Mine was homogenized. Hers was loaded. Once they picked her up for speeding, they clocked her doing 55. All right, but in our garage? And when they tested her, they found out that her alcohol had 2% blood. Yeah, but we used to joke together, Mom and me, until the tears would stroll down her face and she would throw up. Yeah, and who'd clean it up? Not Dad. He was too busy at O'Grady's throwing up on his own. In fact, until I was 13, I thought throwing up was a sign of maturity. While the other kids were off into the woods sneaking cigarettes, I was hiding behind the house with my fingers down my throat. But the problem is I never got anywhere. Until one day my dad caught me, and just as he was about to give me a final kick in the stomach for luck, I managed to heave all over his new shoes. That's it, I thought. I made it. I'm finally a man. But as it turned out, I was wrong. That was the only attention my father ever gave me. Yeah, he used to spend most of his time out in the park playing ball with my sister Rose. But today, I must say, after those many years of practice, my sister Rose has grown into a fine man. Me, I wasn't especially interested in athletics. The only exercise I ever got was when the other kids picked on me. Yeah, they used to beat me up once a week, usually Tuesday. After a while, the school worked it into the curriculum. And if you knocked me out, you got extra credit. There was this one kid, poor kid, he was afraid of me. I used to tell him, hit me, what's the matter? Don't you want to graduate? And as for me, hey, I was the youngest kid in the history of school to graduate in traction. But you know, my only real interest right from the beginning was show business. Even as a young man, I began at the very top collecting autographs. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering why Jerry isn't with us tonight. Well, I'll tell you. The fact is, he's tied up, and I'm the one who tied him. Well, now, I know you all think I'm joking, but believe me, that's the only way I could break into show business, by hijacking Jerry Langford. Right now, Jerry is strapped to a chair somewhere in the middle of the city. Yeah, go ahead, laugh, thank you, I appreciate it. But the fact is, I'm here. Now, tomorrow you'll know I wasn't kidding and you'll think I was crazy, but look, I figure it this way. Better to be king for a night than schmuck for a lifetime. Thank you. Thank you.